Yep, for darker reasons, boy. Mothers out here, you need to keep your daughters safe. Imagine there are mothers out here that know something sinister is going on between the stepfather and her daughter, but she does nothing. She lets it slide. Do you know why? It's because she needs to keep that man in her life. Now, before I get into that, let me get into this. A few years ago, me and my mom was watching this documentary. Crazy documentary. This guy went out of his way to target this single mum. Do you know why? Because she had two little girls. And craziness was going on for years. And she knew about it, but she did nothing about it. Now, obviously, they caught the guy or whatever in it. But, right now, there are mothers out here that know something crazy is going on and they do nothing. Do you know why? Because this guy, he might actually have a bit of money. This guy might actually be able to facilitate a certain lifestyle. The mum might be able to drive a nice car or go on all these different trips and that. They might be renting a nice place or whatever. The mum knows something crazy is going on and she does nothing. There are mums out here who have, been in bed at night and, the stepfather's got up and, she would assume he's gone to the toilet. But hold on a minute. There was no flush. Hold on a minute. I know that door creaks when it is opened and it closes and that. The mum knows the stepfather has gone into someone's room they shouldn't have gone into and was in there for... You shouldn't even been in there for 2 seconds. But in there for a crazy amount of time. And the guy will get back in the bed and the woman will be lying there knowing something's gone on and say nothing. Imagine that. Imagine literally turning a blind eye. But you know he shouldn't have been in there. And these women will not do anything about it. Crazy. You see situations like that, yeah? The mum should also do the same amount of time. Because you knew you are obligated to do something about it. Instead, you do nothing. Now, it might not be because obviously the woman is having a certain lifestyle being facilitated and that. She might just be scared. But you know what? In those situations, if there's going to be a time where you need to be brave in your life, you need to be brave for your daughters then. Crazy. But yeah, like I said, man, mothers out here, you need to keep your daughters safe. I went to a tenant's house one time, one chick, and she said for the first few years of her dating her current man, because she had a daughter, for the first few years of her dating her current man, she never even let him come through the front door. She lives on a ground floor flat. She used to make him climb through the window, and he had to leave before the morning. Like before her daughter wakes up. She didn't even want that guy around her daughter. She wanted to make sure she dated him and vetted him enough for a few years before she introduced him to the daughter. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, certain women, they don't give a fuck. Certain women, they'll bring a random guy around. Ain't vetted him, nothing. Just spoke to him on the phone for a week, if that. And he's there, feet up. Yeah, on the sofa and that. Nah, man, you can't just be bringing around any guy, man. Like, yeah, proper vet him. Meet his family, meet his people, them. Meet people that can verify his story. There's so many women right now, yeah, that are with guys who they don't know any of his people. So, all you know about him is what he's told you. A man could have told all these kind of lies, and I remember I was talking to a girl one time, and I was saying like, yo, a lot of men in the UK will just tell lies, yeah? But women need to be especially careful of men that have come over from other places and that. Yo, you don't know nothing about this guy. This guy could have been on some mad smoke back in his home country and want to come over here and fresh start and that. Like I said, you only know what he's told you. Yeah, you don't know anybody from his past that can verify any stories and that. So that's just safety for the women I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about if she has children and that. You need to be careful, man. But yeah, there are women out here that have turned a blind eye, who are turning a blind eye right now, who are going to turn a blind eye in the future because they need to keep this man. Now he might even be broke, but he just gives her a certain feeling and that, whatever, innit? Ah, man, you gotta put your flipping kids first, man. Male or female kids. I don't think that, like, you know, these things are just exclusive to, you know, little girls and that. Boys too. I mean, it's crazy out here, man. Yeah, that's it for today, man. Just tell you what, it's done now.